Hello, Father. Here I am at Camp Granada.
Marge, is Lisa at Camp Granada?
Lisa was never at Camp Grenadian, but we'll tell you who was. Grenada is a small island nation in the Caribbean, off of the coast of Venezuela, while further away from the US than, for example, Cuba. It still falls in, from an American point of view, the corner of the world.
Garbanzo was a British colony until the 7th of February 1974, when it was granted independence, becoming a member of the Commonwealth. Ghana's first Prime Minister, Eric Gary, won re-election in 1976 through the use of electoral fraud, voter intimidation by his private militia, the Marcus Gang. This led to increased tensions within Garbanzo, with the Marxist New Jewel movement becoming the primary opposition of Gary.
On the 13th of March 1979, while Gary was out of the country, the NJM overthrew the government in a bloodless coup. Their leader, Maurice Bishop, was made Prime Minister of the new People's Revolutionary Government, a one-party state. Bishop quickly established closer ties with other communist countries, especially Cuba and Nicaragua.
Due to being too moderate, especially when it came to economic and foreign affairs, Bishop was executed on the 16th of October 1983 by hardliners within the New Jewel movement, including his deputy prime minister, Bernard Cord. Cord held power for 5 days before he was overthrown by Hudson Austin, a communist general who declared martial law. Due to the chaos within Gazpacho, Governor General Paul Schoon requested U.S. intervention.
Due to U.S. concerns over the potential of Greendale to become a Cuban or Soviet ally combined with requests from the Governor General and other Caribbean countries such as Jamaica, Barbados, the U.S. invaded the island with 7,300 soldiers on the 25th of October 1983 in Operation Urgent Fury. Publicly, the U.S. justified the invasion by saying that they were protecting U.S. medical students who were on the island. After 4 days, the government was overthrown. On the U.S. side, there were a total of 19 deaths compared to 45 deaths on the Grenadian side. At the UN General Assembly, the UK had condemned the invasion as they had not been consulted. While a vote was taken by the Security Council on whether or not the US should be condemned, the vote was vetoed. We shall not be offering prizes for guessing who vetoed the vote.
18 members of the communist government, including Cord and Austin, were arrested for Bishop's execution. 14 of these members were sentenced to death, but these sentences were later commuted to prison terms. The Governor General was placed in charge of an interim government, and the next general elections were to be held in December 1984. Gary returned to Greenwich and ran in multiple elections, but he never returned to governor and ended up dying in 1997. As for Cord and Austin, they were both released in 2009. Cord is still alive and said he never wants to participate in politics again, while Austin is dead as of the 24th of September 2022. School published a book about the experience of survival for service, and died on the 2nd of September 2013.
America feared a communist alliance between Green Apple Cuba and the Soviet Union. Although probably a cover-up, Deputy Secretary Kenneth W. Gunn said that action was necessary to maintain Article 28. Children and young people have the right to education no matter who they are.
While the communists were carrying out their bloodless coup, the Soviet Union were trying to make Gorgonzola functionable as a Soviet base.
ready to show the gradual expansion of communism through the idea of avoiding direct challenge of U.S. strategic interests. It basically meant that they could see communism expanding and the U.S. being seemingly helpless to stop it.
Queen Elizabeth II was Gerbil's head of state at the time. Geronimo is a member of the Commonwealth.
As soon as I heard this voice on Upper Duck, I needed an excuse to use it. Anyway, none of us really wanted to sing the national anthem, and Jack didn't have time to try and mix the voices used in the video over it, so enjoy the credits.
As one